Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day for those who work Monday to Friday. If not, it's not your hump day. Then it's not my hump day. It is just another day in this beautiful planet. And wait, let's see. It's going to make my Facebook page public. For those who have not met me before, my name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist, and I channel energy from Source through me, through my guitar, without using words. Um, yeah, I tapped into this and during my healing journey, um, excuse me, is as I opened up to my own thoughts, my own feelings, and my own emotions, I would take that energy as I uncovered and discovered within me, and I channeled it through my guitar. And that was 1996 is when it really started. And I did put it away for 12 or so years. My journey sort of took a turn on its own. I'm a very highly sensitive being, and when things impact me, big time. But anyway, the the important part is that I'm here now. So I'm just gonna okay, got that going, and I'm feeling much better. The I had walking pneumonia. I figure close to 1.5 weeks. And my beautiful friend, who's there's nothing that she's not in the spiritual community, and we were talking, and her medical intuitive part came in and said, "No, you got pneumonia, girl. You got walking pneumonia." So a week ago, this past Monday, I went to the outpatients and got on some heavy duty antibiotics, and yeehaw, right? I had 7 days of those and finished them Sunday night, and uh, it broke. That's the only way I know how to phrase it. It's not sitting in my lungs anymore. Now it's moving out, because I don't want it. And I want to thank my dear longtime friend Maggie Rain, who sent me some Shackley stuff to build up my immune system. And I thank my beautiful sister Maggie. I thanked her the other day online, but I just want to acknowledge her here. So, I'm not sure who's here, but should we get at this? I'm going to check this first. Hold on. Yeah, you can hear me. Awesome. And I already double checked my settings to make sure I'm running through my system. Because if I don't run through my system, you guys can't hear everything that I'm hearing. Anyway, so Ernie is back. Let's see where we go. Okay, let's see where we go. Wow. Whew, I always like the first song. If you've anybody who follows me on a regular basis, you'll notice that the first song is the um, not the beginning necessarily, but what it is it it's fresh energy coming in, and it's just like what you experienced there. Hello, Liz. Hello, Jennifer. I'm glad you found me and glad you like what I do. Just so everybody to articulate this to the best of my ability. I am the Soulful Guitarist. Spirit gave me that name in late 2017. And what I do is I channel energy from source through me, through my guitar without using words. I never know what I'm going to play, let alone how it's going to be expressed in that moment. I'm very much in the moment at this very second. And my music is just that. It's in that moment. And whatever it needs to be expressed will be expressed as so. So I'm glad you guys, that some of you guys are finding me. And I really appreciate you guys if you just share what I do on your timeline, because people, that's the only way people are going to find me, is other people sharing. Um, and that because it's just like even this past Sunday evening, I went to the Langley Pride Society Christmas event, and I think it's called Jingle Mingle or something like that. And these guys never heard me and before. And so they let me tell everybody about my music, and so I did, in just a very basic way as possible. And I just did one song, and it was magical. That's all I got to say, because I'm not used to playing in front of people. And so, I think there was got to be 70, 100 people there. So I played that one song, and then even as I was packing up after everything was done, and I'm on stage just packing up my gear, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "You're one of the best guitar players I've ever heard." I said, "Well, thank you." And I don't consider myself a very good guitar player by no means, but I'm not too shabby at what I do. And that came to the realization about a year ago, um, that I was listening back, because I don't ever listen to myself other than with this looper. And the looper only came into my life and my world about, I was saying 4 years the other day, and I think it's more like 3 years. But anyway, this looper came in and it opened me up to a part of me I did not know was inside of me. I just didn't have an avenue until this looper came in to express itself. And so these last 3 or so years have been just learning, trusting myself, trusting everything that I already am, but at a level that I've never trusted myself. And I know I told somebody that night that I didn't even know what I was going to play. They go, "You didn't?" I said, "No, not till I go to strum the guitar." And they went, "Wow." Right? And that's just how I operate. And the cool part about Sunday evening, there was this young lady, I can't think of her name right now, it doesn't really matter. She plays that banjo uke. I'm not sure what the proper term is for it, but it's just that. It's a banjo uke, 4 string. And she composed her own songs. And I like what she does. And so there was her. And a little bit later on, Mrs. Claus was there. And Mrs. Claus sang. And I went, "Holy fuck. Wow, what a voice, woman. What a voice." So obviously they knew each other. I did not know that because I never met them till that evening. And so I ended up chatting with him, and I told both of them, I said, "Look, I'd love to sit down and work with you guys." And it just so happens that we all live in the same community, Alder Grove. And it was, you know, if you think the world is big, it's not. It's actually very, very small. You don't know who's around the corner. You really, truly don't. And the other part, before I can't carry on here, I'm talkative tonight, is some of you guys know that I've been battling walking pneumonia for about 2 to 3 weeks. And I want to thank my beautiful friend, longtime friend, Deb. And there's nothing that she's not, but she has a medical intuitive to her list of things that she does, and she goes, "Ernie, no, 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 that's not a cold," because it didn't feel right, because it was like I couldn't breathe. It was just awful. And she asked me a couple questions. I answered. She goes, "No, you got pneumonia." So the next day I was at the doctor's office and got on some antibiotics, heavy duty ones, for 7 days. And I was thinking, like on Friday, I said, I may need another 5 days because it was still rattling in my lungs. And even on Saturday and Sunday, it was still rattling. And I slept most of Monday, just so you guys know. I slept in the entire day. I was scared, like, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Boom, back to sleep. So I think it was the final stage of this, because when I woke up, even Monday, for a couple hours, and then when I woke up on Tuesday, everything loosened up, and now it's breaking away out of my body. So thank God. So it's uh, been quite the journey. So let's see where we go. I'm not going to get into details right now because that's not what, well, it's not that, that's not why I'm not here or why I'm here, not to share this, but it's not, I just don't feel like sharing much about it. But I've been on the most amazing journey ever for the last 2 years. And I'm not sure why Spirit put me through this, but Spirit definitely put me through this. And I think, I'm still processing it because I'm just barely coming out of it. And it's been incredible. So I'm just, that journey could have gone one way or the other, but it went this way. So. So let's see where we go. Oh, yeah. Hello, Kennedy. Nice to see you. Yeah, brother. Let's see here. Let's get rid of these channels, clear them up. Yeah. So, I know I'm going to be having a sound bath in the new year. I was hoping to do one over December, but that's become a wash. It's needless to say. Yeah. I'm so grateful. It's this journey, as I already mentioned just a bit ago, about I've been on this amazing journey for the last couple of years, and I come out of this whole thing with an incredible amount of new music. It's just amazing. But I also come out with a better version of me in trusting myself and everything that I am. If I can go through that and do this, it's like, wow. Because this is the only place that I get to come and truly get to be with me. Um, yeah, my guitar is my soulmate. She truly is. And I'm so grateful for all the different music that I've been exposed to. I'm born and raised with traditional Scottish and Irish fiddle music. And I got my dad's guitar and fiddle both up on the wall there. And a friend of my dad's named John Gauthier. He was a fiddler. He was the head of the Prince County Fiddlers on Prince Edward Island. And John, music background is the big band era, swing, and all that. He was in the military. I believe he was a bandmaster. And so he introduced me to swing. My dad's brother introduced me to bluegrass. Um, I've always liked folk music. And the cool part is because I said this before, is that I never know how a song wants to be played, or let alone what it wants to be. I just get the hell out of my own way, the human side, and just allow this energy to move in and through me, and I just trust it to be whatever it is, because it's for somebody out there. That's all I know, and it's just me trusting myself. It's been an amazing journey, but let's see where we go next. Love that song. That actually came back into my field about just over a year ago, not much more than a year ago. Just so you guys know, I'm getting over pneumonia, and it finally broke my lungs are not rattling anymore, so it's moving out of my chest, out, out, out. I don't want it, and it's quite interesting as I was listening to myself and just being with myself that I've always loved this song from the moment I ever heard it when I was a kid, and it's like because I've only been looping what 3 years, yeah, about 3 years, and I've been learning how to pick because I've never picked in my life. I've always been rhythm or fill-ins for other people when they're doing their thing. And because I hear, not only hear, I feel things that I can't explain. And so with the looper and me learning how to pick, and then this song came back into my field about a year ago. And again, going back to trusting myself and just pick it out, see where it goes. And I went, oh, that was nice, right? And then I got to add the chords that I feel, and it's just it's a magical ride. There's no other word for it. It's just a magical ride every time I play any song. Yeah, yeah. So in the new year, I'm going to be doing a sound bath, and I have a Tibetan bowl. I got my singing bowls. My main instrument is going to be guitar, and because that's always been my thing. Usually start out with the guitar. Periodically, I'll start out with maybe my drums are down here to my left. But there's one thing. If you like what I do, please share this out to your timeline, or if you're on YouTube, share it on to your YouTube channel, right? I'd really appreciate it because it's like I was saying to these people the other night, as people come up to me from the board of the Langley Pride Society, and like I think no doubt they were blown away by what I do. And I said, this is the hardest part for me, is if I come up and met you, hi, I'm Ernestine Day, I'm a soulful guitarist, and I channel energy through my guitar without using words. You're going to go, that's nice, right? These are chuckle. They got the humor in this. And this, sarcasm actually, because it's true. So what makes you good? Well, it's not about me. What makes me good is about where it comes from within me. I appreciate that, Jennifer, very much. Is I share from my heart, from my soul. And I'm just so grateful for having the opportunity that I had on Sunday evening and letting people find me, because that's what this is about right now. And that's why I say, if you like what I do, please feel free to share it. Like everything on my timeline is shareable. Most of you guys know this. And I want to keep it that way, because this music that I've been so gifted by Spirit is not mine to hold on to. It's mine to be here to share it with you all. And I want people to find me. And I hope and I trust, and I also know that I think, Jennifer, this is the first time you've ever hung out with me this evening. And I'm not sure how you found me. Doesn't matter how you found me. The fact is that you're here. And something just drew you to sit and listen for a bit. And it's, not all the energies are going to come through, maybe resonate with you in that moment, but that's in that moment. But the next time it could resonate with you. You never know. Right? And that's like trying to take feelings and emotions and say, it belongs in this box. You can't do that. Because what you're doing then is restricting the flow of energy that you are from within. And, it's me sitting there saying, okay, trying to play it mechanically, go, it's almost hard for me to do mechanically, but it's a feeling part, and it's trusting that, just trusting myself. And even when this music started back in 1996, and it's been, is learning to trust myself in everything that comes through me. I don't need to understand why, because this is where people get lost. Does it really matter why? Not really. Because then what happens is the mind kicks in and you're taken away from what you're feeling inside of here. Don't try to analyze it, just be with the energy. Allow the energy to guide you within you. Like I had this young lady on Saturday evening after everything was done, and we were chatting, and she and it was amazing. And I just looked at her. I said, "Okay, I need to say this to you. Number one, you are the only one who knows exactly how you feel inside because of whatever's happened to you. You're the only one. You can try to explain to people, they're not going to get it. Number two is this is, you know, when we share, what is our intentions when we share? Are we looking for people to feel sorry for us? Are we trying to seek understanding, true understanding about whatever that is? And for me, it's always about the inward part. But if you let your brain kick in or interfere, that takes away from that moment. Same thing. It's just like Jennifer just said here, and just, you know, um, is we get so lost and we get trapped. Just, I'm asking you not to get trapped in this mechanism of the way you're supposed to act, the way you're supposed to behave, and so on and so forth. We need to stop that and go start honoring ourselves, because we seem to honor everybody else, but they don't seem to honor us. So that causes me now to step back, and I've done this, step back and go, okay, why does that person want to be in my life? No, all they're doing is using me to dog sit. They don't give a sweet fuck about anything in my life. They just have a free babysitter who, her dog, which is a rescue, loves me, and I love that dog. And trust is there on that one. And I had to end the friendship. But she knows, I made it clear, I'm just, you need anything, you let me know. But I can't be around this energy of, of, and I'm not taking it away from anybody of what you're going through at all. All I'm trying to say is this, is that when we're going through something, it's ours. People, we can try, and I've done this, and I'm so grateful for a couple of people that I've had in my life, and I still appreciate gratitude. Every time I think of them, I express gratitude. And even a few years back, I got to thank this person, and I want to thank them again. Every opportunity I have with this person, because she sat there. She did not try to fix me. She did not try to tell me what to do or how to do it or any of that stuff. She just let me, because I was doing this, I was going in circles, like no word lie. And there's other people who would patronize me. That is the most insulting thing you could ever do to somebody. If you think I don't get what you're doing, but I don't forget the people who didn't understand. All I wanted was to be heard. I wanted a space where, you know, I can try to figure this out. But every time I go through that phase, you could call it, is that it's about me finding myself and trusting me from within. And that's what I was trying to get across to this young lady. Don't worry about other people's opinions. What really matters is your own opinion of yourself and what you're going through and how you're doing it and doing the best you can. But I know there's about 3 or 4 different things I said to her. They were all relevant. I have no idea, no doubt it came from spirit, and she knows it too. And she just, you could see this switch inside her brain going, yeah, good point. Yeah. It's holding space. Holding space means shut your friggin' mouth and just listen just listen. Allow the other person. They're not, most people just want, like, just to be seen and heard. Most of us are all wounded people from our experiences from childhood. I know I am. It doesn't have the grip or control over me the way it used to because I've been working on me continuously since 1996. And this journey that we're on never stops. And in the last 5 years, I connected with a Soulology family, which is Todd Medina and Morgan Lee. And like, I'm so grateful for them, but I'm also very grateful for the community and the people I've connected with. And like, it's incredible. And what I have learned by just sitting there listening, not when we find, we find ourselves crossing our arms, check yourself, unfold your arms. Why are you folding your arms? You're trying to protect yourself or shield yourself, or what is it? And what I have found for myself, when I find myself go across my arms, because it just happens automatically sometimes, and I go, oh my God, what am I doing? And what I try to pay attention as I put my arms down, how the energy just flows better. It's amazing. Yeah. Anyway, let's see where we go. Okay, let's see where we go. I start to wind this down at 7:44 exactly. That was not my intention, but that is what happened. Yeah. So you guys, a little quick update because I know my beautiful sister Andrea's here. I know Kennedy's still here. I'm definitely on the mend. You could just tell Andrea has been um, I, I've been amazing energy. She's been here quite a bit for most of my lives, and so she's experienced another. Few other people have too. Is my journey the last 2 years has been quite the journey. I'm just glad to be back and be more present within my own body, my own temple. Just coming out of that, and I ended up with pneumonia, and so went on heavy duty antibiotics last week, and I'm very pleased and glad to say today that it's finally really breaking up out of my lungs. It's loosening up, for the lack of any other word. Anyway, that is it for this moment. I thank you all very, very much for hanging out now or later. Thank you for sharing, giving other people. In you can put us in the groups. This is one thing I totally understand groups. I get it. They think what I'm doing is trying to promote. No, that's not who I am or what I do. And, I've been trying to reach out to some of the admins and say, look, I'm not trying to go in here to promote my music. Well, of course, because it's an extension of me, my soul. I'm here to share this music vibration that I share for everybody. And, I'm not coming into your group to go, oh, you want to pay for this, you want to pay for that. And even you guys that are on here know this of me. Very seldom I ever talk about money. I make it accessible for people to come to my stuff when there's going to be a charge. And I know there's some people on here right now that know that. I will never allow money to interfere with you not attending and coming to, for example, my sound bath. And I do need to increase the price of my sound baths. They're going to go up to $25. And, like, and here's the thing I'm just going to say it outright, is that we all know about the dollar exchange going from one country to another. And my PayPal is in US funds. Everything that I do is in US funds. But I am Canadian. And so if you're Canadian coming to my event, you pay in Canadian dollars. If you're an Aussie, you pay in Aussie dollars. Or if you want to pay in American, that's great too. Like, appreciate it. But what I'm trying to say is that I know that Australian money is, and I never knew this, is thanks to Morgan Lee. We were having a conversation about it, and she was here, and I said, "You got to be kidding." She goes, "No," and it's like for you guys to buy Canadian money is not too bad, but when you go to flip it to U.S., that's another story, and then you go to U.K. Holy smokes! And, I'm going, no. And that's where I've changed my accounts to be in US dollars. I have to do that. Because otherwise, I'm always going to be in the hole. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I'm trying to say is this, is if I want to pay to go to an event that's in the US, there's about a 30 to 35%. That's how much money on top of what I have to pay to get US. Then if I go to UK, it's almost, what is it, 50 to 60%, something like that. It's just crazy. And I'm not begrudging anything that I've done. It's just, you know, um, I want to be able to attend workshops. And if you guys, there's very, very few people I will highly recommend. I've had people message me over the last couple of years, because what's happening in the spiritual community, and when I go to say this, I'm not putting anybody down, first of all. There's a lot of wannabes. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Come to me, I'll fix you. None of us are broken. Nobody can fix us. It's us ourselves that fix ourselves. That person may guide us, but they can't fix us. They can't, as soon as I see any of these trolls and scammers on my timeline, I block them and I delete their messages on that one. I had something the other day where I put a lot of memes out in a day, usually. My what because I'm not feeling as well as I usually am. My normal self, well, it's taking me 2 years to get back, isn't it? So, I'm going to be more consistent now with my memes. And, I put between, 10 to 20 a day out. And I don't search for these, you guys. They come to me, I see them, it speaks to me, I save it. Simple as that. But what I'm finding is when I do go to post them, is the timing in that moment to that needs to be expressed in that moment. And I'm not very good at speaking. I can speak for myself, but I'm not able to speak for others. But these memes that I put out speak to me because they're able to put words to things that I'm not able to do. That's just who I am. That's like with my music, because I don't have to put words there. I just get to be present within me, my relationship with my guitar. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Andrea. Yeah, no, I'm definitely on the mend. You can just tell by my eyes, the way I'm speaking, just talking, period. Because I don't talk very often, but that's me also. And this is the thing, I look at indicators that tells me, hey, Ernie, you're feeling pretty good today because you're talking. Okay, right? And I'm never be hard on myself for not being able to talk to people because I'm very clear. I'm not able to. Doesn't mean I don't want to. I just can't. Some days I just can't. But I'm very much looking forward that my mental, I'm finally stable mentally, and I want to get back at where I was 2 years ago. I've grown since then, absolutely, but I'm talking about musically. Um, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. You may have a good chuckle at this. You see this bag here? This bag here is what? Oh, shit. 34 SD cards in it. I filled these up in the last couple of years. Because every time I go to play I have a Zoom H5 recorder right here that captures every moment. Because those moments you can never go back and try to create again. Because I can't do it twice the same way. Because it's like saying, I have the exact same feelings and emotions, repeat it. You can't. And so yeah, so every time I'm on here, like I'm on, SD card number 35, and that's gonna be running out pretty soon. And I just bought some more SD cards, so I'm good for a couple more months. Um, yeah, and also my 58th, I wish, not wish, because I feel like I'm more like a 58, but anyway, my 68th birthday is coming up this Sunday, December 22nd, is my 68th. Yeah, I don't feel 68. I'll be very honest. I feel much younger. My body tells me something different, but I'm going to get my body back. I'm going to get everything back. And it may take me 6 months, a year. And I'm talking about the physical self and that. But hello, David. Nice to see you here, brother. Wow. Yeah, I'm just about to hang up here. But the biggest thing, stay true to yourself. Don't compromise you so other people will go, oh, look good. Oh, so-and-so. I don't need anybody's approval or acceptance of what I do. I know where it comes from within me, and it's becoming more powerful as I step into this that I am. And I believe it was of June of 2023. Yeah, June of 2023. That there was a shift within inside me, and I was playing, and some of you guys know this guy, David Starr, and he was listening, and he made this comment. He goes, "You've embodied this." So he was taking a transmission he's receiving to let me know. And I went, yeah, that makes sense now. And so from then until right up till Christmas is learning to trust that part of me. And it's been magical, absolutely magical. Andrea, I appreciate you being here so much this past year. David, I'm glad that come and hang out when you're able to. Jennifer, I am so glad that you found me tonight. Kennedy, it's nice seeing you here, brother. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm just scrolling down here. I don't think I did. Um, we got. Can you guys believe this? That next week is Christmas. Yeah. So next week is Christmas, and the week after we got New Year's. Then we're into next year. I think next year is going to be magical for us all, because I get the sense and feeling from people that we're not. It's not that we ever held ourselves back, but because of other people's inability and the lack of understanding or trying to even understand and let alone trust us in who we are and what we're doing, that trust yourself. You don't need other people, because I find most people pull us down. Yeah, where did December go? You're absolutely right. It's like, wow, where did it go? Blink. It's almost like even during the summer, it was a blink. Like, where did the summer go? Blink. It was gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm just proud of us, because it feels like we're not beating around the bush anymore. We're showing people who we are. But we're very careful where we do that at. And I know some people have found a safe space here where they're able to communicate more than they can other places. And I'm glad that they feel comfortable doing that. And because what I find is when you guys speak, I'll specifically name Andrea, who's very good at just speaking truth and putting it on here. And she knows she's more than welcome to. I don't, I'm not able to do what she does. But what a gift and ability she has in who she is. And she gets to bring that energy into here. And it makes my heart sing every time I see her write something. And she was very cautious. I'll use that term, cautious at the beginning. But she quickly found out, it's a safe space for her to write and express herself. And I will not allow anybody to come into this space, because this is a sacred space that we all get to come and be present within ourselves. It's not my space to tell you you have to be da 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 da. No, it's not. I get to sit here and just do my own magic. You guys get to come for the ride, whatever it is for you. Because it's your ride, it's your journey. And most people will not understand any part of what you do, and they may think you're fucking nuts. But who are they to judge you? Do not allow other people's judgments to interfere with you being who you are. Find your tribe. Find the people. I was having a beautiful conversation with my friend Deb today, that forget, it's gone. It happens to me. And I think it happens to a lot of us. It'll come back once I start talking. It's just, you know, to sit back, like even with what I've gone through mentally for the last 2 years, and I was observing myself more than being in it, though I was in it, but I'm observing, and it's quite amazing. And some people think it's, oh, you're gifted to do that. No, we all can do that. Because it's like I was at this restaurant today that I love this restaurant. The waitress, the food is incredible. It's a Greek restaurant just around the corner from me. And the waitress is such a sweet girl. And 'cause I don't eat Greek salad, so she substitutes the shrimp or the prawns, shrimp for the Greek salad. And I appreciate her doing that. And it's I don't know where I'm going with this. And you're absolutely right. And this is something Andrew just said. And this is the thing about discernment. Some things aren't meant to be said in that moment. She's absolutely 100%. It's about, if it feels right, do it. If it doesn't feel right in the moment, don't do it. Don't allow the brain to force you. Oh, you should because you know this. No. Is it really the appropriate thing to say at this moment? Sometimes not. But sometimes we can say things a different way, but get the same point across. You know? This journey that we are all on is about ourselves. It's not about anybody else. You know, like when I was talking, one of the things that I've said to Deb many times over the years, and I mentioned it today, you know, and it's me looking back and how I always felt about my family. I didn't think I was their child. I thought I was adopted. Yeah, my entire life. I know my mother hated me. I ruined her Christmas. My birthday's December 22nd, which is this Sunday, you guys. I ruined her Christmas. And me being in the wound, I felt it all. I felt it all. She was pissed. But I ruined her Christmas. I never fit in with my family. I never treated people the way I was treated by my own family. And I never did it back to them. You know, one of these days when I'm able to, I have old movies off my family back in 1960, 58, 59, 60. Yeah, 3 years. I'm born in 1956. And these videos, my parents was more my dad, but you know, they got a movie camera. And I'm so grateful for those old movies. I now have the VHS, which converted to DVD. I just got to find. I have a lot of 2 years of not being able to do anything. There's so much on my list to do. But, you know, I, as the girl, I was supposed to do this. I was violated as a child. I know that my dad's father was one of them. I know there's uncles on that side, which is the day side. And it's interesting how, you know, I know with my mother, my mother was always good at looking after everybody else, but she failed at looking after us kids. And I'm talking about emotionally, psychologically, nurturing lovingly, all of that. Like I said, before that, I felt like I was adopted because I didn't think or operate my life the way these guys do. I'm not putting anybody down, you guys. I'm just stating the facts. Because I'm also very clear within myself, whatever my parents did and did not do, that is on them. It is not on me. I'm tired of carrying this weight, thinking, if I did this, they would have loved me. And I remember when I started my journey in 1996, and I used to say to my counselor, Farida, I said, why can't they see me for me? And I can't remember exactly what she said, but whatever she said made sense to me. Because the truth is, how can somebody see somebody else when they can't even see themselves? How's that? It's the same thing with my biological family. It was all projection. And I agree with you, Andrea. I'm grateful for my experience through my whole entire life. Because I also have now truly been able to see how incredibly strong I've been. And no matter what other people try to make me out to be or whatever, I never wavered inside. My younger brother used to accuse me of running from my problems. I never felt that way inside. He never asked, how do you feel inside? Because my family doesn't talk about feelings and emotions. But when he said that to me inside, I went, no, I'm not. And it wasn't that many years later that I realized, no, I was running to a safe space for me to start my inner work. I lived on 5 acres for 8.5 years. Yeah. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for myself for the fact is that, I've let some people in. I had to let them go. But I know who I am, and I want people around me like that sees me for me as much as I see them for them. I don't expect anything from Andrea, and I know Andrea doesn't expect anything from me. It's reciprocal. When we stop expecting things, that's when those hurts, those disappointments disappear. Because we set ourselves up. I want them to talk to me this way. No, that's an expectation about somebody else. We have no right to tell somebody, like, it would be nice if they would speak to us in a nice way, but we cannot change other people. The only person you have control over is yourself, as me, myself. And it's like even the title of my first album, Me, Myself, and I, is just that. This is all of me. And that's when I come on here to share my music, you guys are getting me 100% of what I have available at that moment. And some of you guys know this because you've been hanging around with me for a while. I always give 100% of me when I'm on here sharing. If I'm not able to, then I maybe only do a song or two and that's it. Sometimes, like right now, I'm almost heading towards the 2-hour mark. And it was exactly 1 hour and 44, was it 1 hour? No, can't remember what it was when I went to stop playing. The numbers were pretty significant. And I just noticing that do I understand this stuff? No. But I know it's very significant. So I just pay attention. I just listen and observe a whole pile from some amazing people. And I think, I don't know, do I want to think? I feel that 2025, hello, David, you're now over there. David's now on YouTube. I feel that 2025, there's something massive going on. I don't understand it. And I'm just going to sit back, keep my eyes wide open, my ears wide open, but most importantly, my heart wide open. And it's going to be interesting to see how 2025 unfolds. Just stay true to yourself and don't get caught up in what other people do or say or what they believe. Doesn't matter what they think or believe. It's what you think and believe about yourself. And if something doesn't feel comfortable, you remove yourself. You have that right. That's a right you have. Yeah. But I'm recently, this was especially the last few months, just just looking back and seeing everything I've gone through as a child and not being raised with a loving, caring family, but it never took away from my love and care for other people. Though people, I'm going to put it this way, older people betrayed that innocence in me. And I know I made my entire family feel very uncomfortable because I sent a letter after my mom died, because I knew a lot of people did not know what I went through, and that's why I discovered in counseling. So I was doing a letter about my experience going into PEI to see my mom, who was dying of cancer. There's that part of the experience. But when I started the letter, all of a sudden I found myself just spewing the whole thing out. No holdbacks. I'm not blaming. I'm just, this is what's happened. This is what I remember. And most of my childhood has been wiped out. I have glimpses, but I don't have memories. But most important, I have me. More of me than I've ever had before, my entire life. And I will not compromise me for the sake of having biological family in and around me. The dysfunction over there is just crazy. I'm just proud of me that I've always stood true to me from within to the best of my ability. Doesn't mean I didn't make mistakes. Hell no, but that's where I learned. Make mistakes? Okay, correct course. But I'm really starting to feel, oh, it's 8:11. How is that for perfect? 8:11. I'm going to say, love you all dearly. I'll see you guys the next time I'm back here. I maybe a few days because I'm considering going to a open mic tomorrow night in Langley. Yeah, I think yeah, I might do that tomorrow night. I'm not sure at this moment. But I want to thank you all. If I don't see you again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you all in the New Year. I'm going to be here from now on until the New Year. But I'm just saying, if I don't get to say that to you later, because don't know if you're going to be here or not. Just want to make sure I say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah, showing up. Yep. Yep. Anyway, guys, I'm going to